everyone. Happy, what did I say it was? Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. If it's a little noisy, the windows are open because it's a beautiful day. I'm starting off the last week of December real strong. So I didn't film for Christmas because it was Christmas and we had dinner with Kurt's mom and sister and stuff like that, and it was really nice. But now we're in this weird in-between period. Christmas is over, New Year's hasn't started yet. This week is just so odd. So I've been working on this monstrosity. If you aren't involved in my book channel, don't ask questions. But so I'm trying to get out of the house so that this doesn't consume my entire life. And I went to get coffee at Milestone and I got to meet Alex and now Becca. Totally unplanned. I was just there reading and then they came up and said hi and we ended up moving to a bigger table and chatting, and it was so nice. Milestone truly is just a magical place. I have so many great memories there. I also cry a lot there because that's where I read all of my sad books. Speaking of books, then I went to Kyobo and I shouldn't have. I bought The Age of Doubt by Park Kyung-ni. Oh, here we go. Park Kyung-ni. Yeah. I like seeing Korean names written in Hangul. When they're written in like romanized, I get quite confused, but look at this cover. This is a collection of short stories. And then I got The Seven Moons of Mali Almeida. I believe this is a Sri Lankan book. Yeah. It's about Sri Lanka in the 90s. And then this is where you're not gonna judge me and you're gonna support my decisions, okay? We're in the circle of trust. I bought another journal. Boo, yeah, I know. So I got this one for a very specific reason. I'm going to try and justify it. Please don't question me. So this one is actually a weekly journal. It has your month spread and then has like every single day, right? Then you have just like a bunch of these nice graph sheet blank things that you can fill with whatever you would like. I think I kind of mentioned this before, but I found that for me, writing down like just a little bit each day, like literally not even full sentences, just words. Like today I would probably write milestone, serendipity, and like for some reason my mind can still usually remember those, and there's less pressure to like even form a full sentence. And if I want to write more, I can go back to the back here, and then they gave you stickers and like little tabs so I can mark it as like, this is a continuation of January, whatever. Anyway, I'm justifying it to myself. Here it is, guys. And actually it starts on the 26th of December and today's the 27th. So I can start using it today. How exciting. So anyway, that's what happened. I'm gonna be meeting Gisela later today and I need to do a little bit of work, but that's what's going on. I find that sometimes because it's Christmas and then my birthday, I tend to let this week kind of get away from me, and then January starts and I feel like it's a fresh start, but I need to prepare for that start. So I really want to take this week to like do some reflecting and do some projecting. So just welcome to the week. I'll see you guys in a little bit, but I'm going to do a little bit of work and see you then. Okay, happy December 27th. Okay, bye.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Happy Wednesday. We're here in Seoul, and we're gonna go to ground around Seesaw to see, they have a little photography exhibit. So I came over here and then we're gonna get coffee, but then we're gonna head back. I forgot that it's Kurt's work from home day today, so I'm gonna go home quickly to get lunch with him. But yeah, let's head out. I'm using these mainly for warmth. My AirPods have been dying. Like if I go for my walk with my AirPods, I'm not going to be listening to music. They will die immediately. Also, I'm walking on ice, so I should be talking about dying. I'm gonna go find the gallery. Black cat, okay. Lots of luck today. So I'll see you there, okay?
We find ourselves starting from scratch, brick by brick. No path carved out for us now. The brush is thick. All I'm asking now, don't give up on love. Don't give up. Don't give up on love. I know that you're tired, my love, but please don't go. There's valleys and mountain tops on this rocky road.
Okay, so that was actually so timely and interesting because oh, that's really pretty too. Is that open? Can I go in? Hold on. Okay, anyway, I yesterday was reading a book, a collection of short stories, and it all kind of centers around memory, I suppose, memory and technology. And I read 2 stories that were kind of about the negativity of photography. Not just photography, but like, I guess, how photography warps our memories, especially how we use it now when we record every little thing, how images affect our memory, and do we only remember the pictures and stuff like that. And so it was really interesting to see the complete opposite point of view, which was that like photos are so important and memories are so important, and they kind of are what make us us and kind of connect us all as humans. So it was just interesting to see 2 sides of the coin. But now I'm gonna head to coffee. Actually, Kurt just texted me, so maybe I might head home before coffee. I'm not sure, but it's a beautiful snowy day. There's construction, so I'll see you at our next stop. Okay, hi, hello everyone. Happy Thursday. If my voice sounds a little rough, I just finished filming a long video for my book channel, which I'm editing right now. I just wanted to take a break and say hi, and that there's not going to be any footage from today because I just went for a walk and got straight to work. But I did want to take some time to talk about not necessarily goals, but kind of what the future holds and just kind of reflecting on some things that I learned about this channel from last year, 2022. And I'm happy to report I've cracked the code. As you guys know, pretty much since 2020, I've been kind of struggling with this channel in terms of making content that really makes me feel fulfilled and happy. Kind of throughout 2022, I finally realized something that was quite obvious, and it's that when I started this channel, I was hoping for it to be not necessarily like a travel channel, but I wanted the focus to be seeing things and experiences and stuff like that. And after COVID and having to be in my house all the time, it became a very like me-centric thing. Like I wanted to be the person who's like, look at this stuff, focus on these cool places and things. But then the channel became kind of like, look at me, look at my life. And I began to feel a lot of pressure in terms of like what I do daily. Like, is my week boring? That just bummed me out. I know that a lot of people say that they didn't mind the like chill at home videos, but like for me, it just wasn't good for my mental health to only do that. And so last year I was lucky enough to travel so much. We actually started the year in quarantine because Kurt and I went to my parents' house. So we started the year on an airplane. In May, we got to go to France and Italy, and I went to the UK. It just reminded me of how important travel has always been to my life. Being able to do that again, it just, like, words can't explain. Like, I was just I'm so thankful for especially that trip. And then obviously I got out and I traveled around Korea a bit more. Like everything is kind of opening up now, and I felt so much better about my content because again, I was able to show you guys cool things rather than look at me in my house. I'm still definitely, obviously, if you're watching this is like a chill week at home. So I'm still okay with making that kind of content, but I know that I need a balance because, and I highly recommend, if you are thinking of starting vlogging or anything like that, any kind of content creation, highly recommend not focusing it on just your daily life. It's really, I don't think it's really good for anybody's mental health. So anyway, that was a good lesson to learn. And also just my book channel, like that is obviously me sitting at home and talking, but the focus is books. Like it's not about my life, it's about my opinion on books. Having my book channel really helped me, just kind of ground me. I feel very safe over there. It's a good time. So thank you if you guys are a part of that. But for this upcoming year, I don't know if you can see, guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. 2023, our first trip, Kurt and I are going to a part of Japan that I've never been to before. Japan was my last trip before COVID, kind of during COVID, if I'm gonna be honest. That was like the trip that got me through COVID. Like I would constantly rewatch my own vlog. I'm so excited to finally get back to Japan. April, speaking of Japan, April, May, I'm going to Tokyo, Kyoto, and Osaka with a bunch of you guys, and I'm so excited. Initially, I was really nervous about doing group travel because Japan, I've either gone with like Kurt or my friend Kayla, like one other person, or solo. At first I was really nervous about it, but then now that we're getting closer and I'm looking at like what we can do, I'm realizing how exciting this is gonna be to share 3 cities that I love so much with people who it might be their first time. And I'm getting more and more excited every single day. I am so pumped. And then right after, my parents are actually coming to visit. And then in August, we are going to Iceland. And so all of that is going to be filmed. I'm absolutely going to be taking you guys on all of those trips. And then in terms of just kind of goals for my book channel, I suppose, I really want to start doing in-person meetups. We had a really successful book sale that was so wholesome and lovely, and I didn't organize it, but there was another bookish meetup when we had a couple of my author friends who were here, and that again was also just so wonderful, and I want to help facilitate that. I know that in the warmer months we can meet outside, but in the winter, I know that it's possible to rent cafes, but the only thing that's holding me back is trying to figure out how to do this financially, because I don't want people to have to pay to come to this, but also renting a cafe is quite expensive. So I'm brainstorming. If you guys have any ideas, if you've ever done like event stuff in Seoul, let me know. But yeah, I don't want to make people pay, but I also can't fully foot the bill for a cafe monthly kind of meetup activity. And based on the attendance of other places, we would need to rent the cafe fully. We can't just like pick a cafe and show up, which is like a blessing and a curse. Like, it's cool that there are so many people who are interested, but that's like the main thing that I want to get rolling this year, which would be so cool. But yeah, that is what's going on. 2022 was such a good year in terms of just like remembering what is so important to me, like traveling. And then I met so many interesting, amazing people, some that I have talked to for years and we finally met up, some that like I just met completely unplanned. Just an absolutely wonderful year of people and places and things. And next year, I mean, just based on my calendar already, I'm just so excited. And so thank you guys. Like, this is almost all possible because of you guys. So hopefully me filming and organizing these meetups and stuff like that will somehow kind of pay back. But I'm just so thankful and I'm so excited and I can't wait. So for today, I'm just gonna go back and finish editing this stuff, and tomorrow I'm going sledding. We'll see how that goes. But I didn't manage to make a full vlog of it because I kind of wanted to log off and not film the weekend. But I did go to Busan for the Busan Fireworks Festival. They hadn't done it since COVID, so the first time in 3 years. Kurt and I just kind of spur of the moment bought tickets and got an Airbnb right on the water. It was such a nice weekend, and so I filmed some of it. So I'm going to leave you guys with footage of some music and fireworks, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we go sledding. Okay? Thank you always. Catch you Friday. I've been listening to Girls Just Want to Have Fun on repeat on my way to the sledding rink. I'm so pumped. I've never sled before, I don't think. I'm nervous but excited. I didn't know what to wear. All right, let's do this.
When everything feels cold.
Yeah, it'll be cute.
On their way back home, I started humming a song that takes me places that
self-love is buying yourself a physical copy of your favorite book from 2 years ago that all of a sudden everybody started reading again, and I need to reread so that I can physically underline.
Do you smell?
You're okay.
Really?
Anyway, I bought this book that I love, and if you're looking for, I can't even explain it, you can watch my best books of 2021 video. This is How You Lose the Time War. Incredible. So that was a fun surprise. I didn't know when that would arrive. And we're gonna go get my cake. Okay? Bye! Hey guys, Happy New Year. I took a break from filming because I had a lot of other things to do, and I was just kind of enjoying relaxing, getting into the new year. And I was working so hard on a project that I ended up like literally my hands cramped yesterday from editing. So I decided, and my eyes have been hurting, so I decided I'm gonna try to stay off screens today, and I'm gonna go read a physical book at Milestone. Haven't been to Milestone this year. So yeah, let's go. I've also weirdly started listening to Evanescence again, which is a journey for me. So I apologize for whatever will become of me, but let's get coffee.
Space, it tries to keep us away. Was kinda hoping that you stay very close, right next to me. Trust me, I don't mind.
Hello. So in the effort to still stay off of screens, I'm going to do a little bit of doodling. Nothing too serious. I am technically looking at my computer screen for what I'm copying, but yeah. And I accidentally, so I started reading one book that is one that I need to focus on a lot, so I'm reading it slowly. But the other one I'm reading is the one I mentioned earlier that I bought myself for my birthday. It's a book that I love so much, and the first time I read it in one sitting, and it was just so good. And so I read it again thinking like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna read a couple pages in the cafe. I sat on that stool for 3 hours. I read that book again in one sitting. It's a novella, it's short, but like I did it again. I just consumed it all at once, and it was so good again. So anyway, that's my update. I'm going to listen to something, I'm not sure, podcast, whatever, and draw. Okay? Okay. Girls. It's like a baseball mitt. Okay, hey, we're in Gangnam, and I'm going to Kurt's office and we're gonna get dinner, but this got me thinking. Sorry if it's noisy, I can't control it. Oh my god.
So the air quality today is so bad. And just a reminder, because I feel like recently, like I don't know what's changed, but like recently I'm getting new comments being like, why are you wearing a mask outside? I talked about it a lot on Instagram, but basically air quality, shit. Second, I'm in crowded places. I don't want to get COVID, and I'm constantly going in and out of places, and in Korea you still have to wear masks inside. And it's cold, and I've worn masks for years prior to COVID. Everyone has here, to keep you warm, to keep you from getting other little illnesses, like if you have a cold, if you have the flu, which is going around. If you look back at pre-2020 vlogs in Korea, you will see masks all the time. And so I know I'm probably preaching to the choir, like 99% of you know what I'm talking about, but on the off chance you've made it this far in the vlog and you want to comment, why are you wearing a mask outside? There are a few reasons. Also just, I want to. Simple as that. All right, Kurt just moved into a kind of new office, like just the office next door. So I'm gonna go check it out, and then we're gonna get dinner because I'm so hungry. Okay.
Hello everyone, if you hear noises in the background, Kurt's playing his video game, his PS5. I'm trying to learn the lingo. It is now January, it's now 2023 as you know, and I just wanted to check in and end the vlog here with just another round of thank yous, I guess. I really took a break actually, partially because I filmed things ahead of time, partially just I skipped a week of posting on both of my channels. I love what I do so much, like I love making videos for both of my channels, that I tend to give myself as much work as possible. Like I will fill all of my time with stuff for the channel. This was a really nice week of just like being me without editing, without filming, and so it was a really great way to start the year. But anyway, I'm completely looking forward to this year. Lots of travel plans. Actually, since I talked to you earlier in this vlog about travel plans, those have already changed. I'm going somewhere in Europe, so if you follow me on Instagram, you already know, and I've already gotten so many amazing recommendations, and we're absolutely doing meetups in both of the cities that I'm going to. Once we get closer to the trip, I'll make them more like permanent, solid plans. But yeah, I'm just so excited. So yeah, I'm going to sign off here. I hope you guys have had a really good start to the year, and if you haven't, this is all arbitrary. We all choose to make changes on January 1st, but you don't have to. Tomorrow is a new day. You can wipe the slate clean and start again with whether it's your goals or just reset that mindset or whatnot. And yeah, I will catch you guys next time. Thank you always, and thank you for all the birthday wishes. Happy New Year. Thank you for being here with me. See you next time. Bye.